my special chicken soup. Isn't it a hassle coming to meet me every day? Why do you do this? You have work, college, and you still come to check up on me. You're my friend. I never turn my back on my friends. Cole first met Larissa at the bookshop. He is part of the Writers Club and often publishes his own work, which the shop advertises. It was seeing one of his books Larissa had dropped by the shop and had been hooked since. Over the months, Larissa continued to visit the shop and she and Cole got to know each other. Cole lived on his own. He recently moved to the city and got a small apartment. And Larissa is a college student, living with some roommates. Just about 3 weeks ago, Cole accidentally broke his arm. When Larissa heard the news, she was the first person to help out and came to meet him every day. And over the days, numerous visits, the kind gestures, and the countless calls to reassure everything is fine, Cole has gotten feelings for her. Larissa, are you free this Friday night? Yes. Why? Would you like to go out for dinner? Just you and me? From that one date, their relationship began. And before long, a year passed by. Cole and Larissa recently got engaged. And he asked her to move in with him. The past year has been a year of Cole's life that could be labeled as the worst and yet the best at the same time. Their relationship was nothing but bliss. Until suddenly, Cole got into another accident. This time, he broke his leg, and he just couldn't explain how he had become so clumsy lately. But Larissa was always by his side. Within a few weeks, Cole recovered. But recently, he has been feeling an uncomfortable pinch on his back. Cole, you really need to see a doctor. I'll be fine, Larissa. But before long, that pinch turned into an unbearable pain. Cole went to the doctor. Turns out, he had fractured his spine and would need to be in bed rest until he healed. Cole started to feel something wasn't right. What is happening with me? One accident after another? He tried to ponder about the last few times he got injured. It was all after he moved to this apartment. That's when Cole remembered. Soon after he broke his arm, he found a box of strange candles. Herbs, mixtures, and tarot cards stuffed up in the corner of one of the storage closets. Larissa, what in the world are these? Maybe the previous owners left them behind. Creepy. I should really clean out the apartment. I wonder what else they left behind. You won't be doing anything. Give that to me. If anything needs to be cleaned out, I'll do it. You need to rest that arm. Who used to live in this apartment? Is it haunted? Cursed? What am I saying? Ridiculous. Cole started to get curious. Was there really something to the apartment? Unfortunately, there was no way Larissa was letting him leave the apartment in this state. So Cole searched the net. He found nothing on the address. He then called up his neighbors. But they couldn't say anything about the previous tenants either. But it was when he called up the supervisor, he got his hands on something interesting. The previous tenants were an old couple. As far as I remember, they were an old couple. Quite peculiar if you ask me. They weren't from here. Always wore exotic clothes. Spoke a language I've never heard before. But yeah, there was something about them that bothered not just me, but almost all the other tenants that lived by them. They would often make strange noises, like ringing bells. Sometimes tenants would complain about smoke seeping out from under their door, accompanied by smells of strange perfumes and scents. They were an odd couple. Tarot cards. They had those foreign symbols, a different language maybe. Larissa was right. Maybe it did belong to them. After hearing about the previous tenants, what they possibly could have done with those strange things, an eerie feeling lingered in Cole. What is it? Some sort of curse on this apartment? As soon as Cole recovered, he decided to visit a spiritual guide. But when he went to search for the tarot cards, he couldn't find them anymore. Larissa, remember that box with the candles and tarot cards? Where is it? I threw them away. What did you expect me to do with it? And why do you need them? I thought you don't believe in these things. No, of course not. Truth was, numerous doubts and suspicions and a bit of curiosity was running through Cole's mind. So he decided to visit the spiritual guide anyway. By the way things seem, I can sense an entity is trying to harm you, perhaps for benefit or for loss. You seem to be helpless in this affair, but I can provide you with a solution. A potion that will rid your home of all evil and protect you for the years to come. Sprinkle this around your home once every night and sleep in peace and harmony. What is this? Blessed water. Cole brought the bottle home. That night, when he went around the house, Larissa stood there folding her arms with a strange look on her face. What are you doing? I thought you didn't believe in these things. Listen, Larissa, I don't, but it wouldn't hurt to try, and you've seen what's been happening to me ever since I moved to this apartment. Don't you feel something's not right? Hand that to me. I'm throwing this away. We don't need any hocus pocus in this house. You'll only get better with love and care. I'm here for you, am I not? Yes, you're right. Perhaps I've been stressing too much lately. But sure enough, the next month, Cole felt tremendously sick. His head hurt. He couldn't focus on anything. When things went on like this, Cole considered visiting the spiritual guide again, or using the concoction, using the concoction that she gave him. Again with the nonsense. You know what, Cole? You just need some time off. How about we go camping? A few days in the nature. You'll be fine. We'll help you recover. So the next week, Cole and Larissa packed their bags and traveled to Mount Shasta. The trail they chose would take 2 days to complete. As soon as Cole left the apartment, he felt a sense of relief. The cool air of the mountains made him feel so refreshed. He hadn't felt this good in a long time. And now, Cole had no doubt there was something wrong in that apartment. After a few hours of hiking through the trail, however, Cole felt a piercing pain in his leg. He didn't have a cut or a bruise. He didn't fall down. He couldn't understand how it was happening. Midway, he didn't have a choice but to camp. They'd have to spend the night here and reach base tomorrow. Cole and Larissa pulled through the pain and set up the tent. Larissa grabbed some firewood and Cole managed to get the fire started. They sat by the fire, warming up their hands. Larissa seemed to be having so much fun. Cole didn't want to ruin the occasion and tell her the pain he was actually going through. I think we should head in for the night. I'll be right back. Where are you going? Kim Kardashian might not, but ordinary girls need to answer the call of nature too, okay? As soon as Larissa left into the woods, Cole took a breath of relief. But as he stretched out his leg, he bumped into Larissa's bag. It fell to the ground and some of her things fell out. Cole hurried to pick them up when he noticed something odd inside. He took out what seemed to be a doll. It wore sewn together pieces of what seemed to be a shirt. He felt the hair on its head. It was his own, glued onto the doll's head. What is this? A voodoo doll? Of me? Why does Larissa have this? Cole felt that pinch in his leg. He turned the doll around. There on its leg was a pin pricked in it. Larissa has been doing some sort of voodoo magic on me? But why? She's always been there for me, cared for me. Why would she want to hurt me? Hearing footsteps behind him, Cole turned to see Larissa. A wickedness in her eyes he had never seen before. I think it's time for you to take a little nap.
If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family.